Chapter 9, Section 1, Problem 10. Decide whether the following statement makes sense, or is clearly true, or does not make sense, or is clearly false. Explain your reasoning. If the interest rates stay at 4% APR, and I continue to make my monthly $25 deposits into my retirement plan, I should have at least $40,000 saved when I retire in 30 years. What we have to do is we can verify this using the annuity formula here. And that's how the annuity formula looks right here. What I notice how you have a giant fraction here divided by a smaller fraction. I rewrote it for a calculator. So I pulled it, when you divide by a fraction, it's like multiplying by the reciprocal. So the n came, I flipped it, and so the n came up top and the APR stayed on the bottom. Then I have my inputs here. This is an example problem. So my payment in this case is 65. My APR is 9%, and I rewrote it as a decimal, 0.09 monthly deposit. So n is 12, and for mine, the life of the period is 15. And for the formula, you see APR divided by 9. So I took that and did that ahead of time. 0.09 divided by 12 gives me 0.0075. And I also see in the formula n times y. N times y is going to be 12 times 15. Then I can plug all those things into my formula here. You can see where the APR is, what was. Then I can simplify it. But the way I rewrote the formula in this case, you can enter it straight into the calculator. So in this case here, I have 1 plus 0.0075. Okay, and that equals that value, and I want to raise it to the 180th power. I get that value there. And then I subtract 1 from it. And then I multiply it by 12. And multiply it by 65. And I can divide it by 0.09. And that's the value I get there. So you would do this one the same way. And you'll either verify, or you can make sense or it doesn't make sense. And that's a number, chapter 9, section 1, problem 10.